Now, Bushi Ni, which I think means that wasn't us in Chinese. Let's follow the science. One of the biggest problems facing humanity is the use of proteins by scientists. I'm sure you've heard the words, let's follow science, which would include the words of the biochemist who isn't Chinese and looks like a relative of the population control guru. The biochemist offers a perspective we all must pay attention to. He offers reasoning of a push to end TikTok. A push that leaves us to the control of those who are in line with such population beliefs. The article is produced by El País, USA, on the February 20th, 2023, which the title reads, The Biochemist. I won't give his name, but he states, now we can build completely new proteins to do exactly what we want. The biochemist says these proteins can control our processes to think. As the first thing that comes to mind to me is Alzheimer's issues we recently started having in our Western civilization. The next big thing the biochemist mentioned is the ability to control breathing. And I think of the virus like COVID-19. The next issue is digestion. But then the biochemist suggests it's everything in between, thanks to at least 20,000 different proteins, which supports the claim of the population guru who said, if we do a good job with viruses and vaccines, we can lower the population by 10 to 15%. The key words are both viruses and vaccines. Now, recent reports I've seen or videos of it, they eliminate the vaccines and just says viruses. But one recording I saw said vaccines and viruses. Now, some would argue, and they will, that we need this form of science to bring forth solutions to health issues we now face. But here lies the problem. The biochemist says that they can only achieve, at best, a 75% success rate if they don't have or understand the origins of the disease. Which leads me to believe that any success over 75% has to be because they have created the origins of the disease. The COVID-19 and flu vaccines were developed very quickly, therefore must have been created and released into society, whom then need a vaccine. Soon after my discovery, the lab leak theory was again presented to the public. I won't go into all the facts, but I know of two scientists who had developed a vaccine, one from Baylor University, and another created the base of the mRNA vaccine. I won't say his name, who turns out to be, must have been lied to, because now he's advocating against this use. I believe that both have an effective rate over 75%. Therefore, according to the biochemists, they must have had the virus to make their vaccines more effective than that 75% that is the threshold. The Baylor professor vaccine was ready for human testing in 2012. Well before anyone else I had known had a vaccine. The professor only needed $3 million and didn't get the funds. My conclusion is that if nature killed the way some of the viruses have done, so in recent world history, we would all be dead by now. Now, these new issues are most likely created to capitalize on the money-making solutions to the viruses. A virus that was created in a vaccine that also has spike proteins that affect certain people different ways. The fact that the biochemist says that the proteins will do exactly what we want them to do means that all the viruses and vaccines are exactly what people like the biochemists have created them to do. Furthermore, if the proteins can fix what nature throws at us above a 75% rate, what purpose are there? Or should I say, what's their purpose? Any success above 75% is a whole other topic and discussion that must be had. Just think, what would investors do if this information was out? As I said, I gathered this information February 20th. Go back and see what happened around that same time with investments in banks. Information that is out, and they have funded startup companies who are producing vaccines, or those who are funding climate issues when the issues are not based on science, but an angry God who is not happy with these processes or proteins doing exactly what they want them to do, which is change the human character of our DNA. Furthermore, if they can't fix what nature throws at us, again, what's their purpose? Tell me what you think. Like, comment, share, follow, or subscribe. Thank you for your time.